Welcome.
Yeah.
What's going on with everybody today?
Chilling.
So good.
Everybody looking rough?
Everybody what?
Everybody looking rough?
No, not everybody. What do you mean everybody?
Don't talk to him, man.
Buddha can't grow facial hair. He don't count.
My shit's still ice for my weekend cut. Mm-hmm.
What's good with everybody, man? PH, what you doing over there? What's that in your hand, man?
Worry about what I got in my hand. Let's get this started.
You right, my bad.
I'm being tired.
PH.
Yo, over under 10 times PH Young.
Oh, under.
I ain't asking you, nigga.
Under.
I want to say over, but fuck around. I yawn with him.
Yeah, word. Those don't count. If somebody yawn first, then I yawn. That don't count.
Nah, you on your own, brother. Mm-mm.
Yo, what are we starting with, man?
Oh, we ready to get right to it.
Well, are we starting with Game of Thrones?
No, man. What is wrong with you?
Oh my God!
You gotta save that. Save that.
Talked about it for about an hour and a half last night, then all day today. I couldn't even scroll back to see some of that crap.
Legit, I ain't gonna lie. Once we get off and I get a little bit of gaming, I'm actually going back and rewatching the whole episode. I ain't even gonna front.
Oh my goodness! I wanted to watch it last night, but I had to get up early, so I couldn't fuck with it.
But nah, we ain't starting with GOT. You know, we here for sports, so that's what we starting with. That's the majority of it, and that's what we're starting with. First things first. NFL draft just happened last week, Thursday through Saturday. Long process. If you missed it, me and PH was live Thursday for the first round. Well, I was live. PH,
and we are never doing that again. Lord, that was a long 3 hours.
Who bright idea was that, yo?
Yo.
It was Chris and Al.
My idea was to do the first round.
That's what we did.
No. To record the first round was a whole 3 hours?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know it was gonna be that long.
Keep it real with y'all.
But my idea wasn't to go live, it was to record an episode and talk while the draft was in the background on another screen. So that was my idea. But we tried to take it to the next level, and it was a major fail.
Yo, I loaded that shit up. That shit said 3 hours. I closed that ad right back. I didn't give y'all a like or nothing, son. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Son, it got to pick like 17. I'm like, yo, Chris, I ain't gonna make it.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The pick started moving. I'm like, oh, we good. Then it was like mad extra commercials
and talking. Then people taking their whole 10 minutes. I was like, oh no, Chris, this ain't happening. Right. This ain't happening.
Next year we do top 10, man. Top 10.
Who we what? Y'all doing that? You and Porter doing top 10 next year. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all.
NBA draft, don't call me. But nah, it was definitely, I ain't going to say a major fail. We didn't get the results that we wanted as far as how we wanted the production to look. So that's on me. I ain't do my research. I just jumped right into it. I ain't going to lie. Yo, I still got the whiteboard over here with the ratings and shit on. I ain't even erased that shit. Like,
yo, that board don't even count. Giants cheated us anyway, so we ain't even worried about that.
Like, I legit rushed home from work and was like, writing the shit out. Like, that shit was crazy, man.
He had the claw after he was done all that writing, boy.
I don't even want to talk. I was about to grab it and be like, look.
Don't even show it. Don't even show that. It was disrespectful.
But yeah, man, draft happened past week. A lot of major moves, a lot of players drafted, obviously. Big names, big teams getting big players. Obviously, I'm here for this Giants talk, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. I want to know. We got instant reactions from Chips Pop tuned in and chimed in and gave us his opinion. When we reached out to Puda, he wasn't available.
Oh, I answered, but I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
He wasn't available. But now, Puda, you've had time to, hear all the talks. You've had time to, get different information here and there. How do you feel about what the Giants did on draft day or draft weekend, basically?
I think I missed the draft. I was in the streets. So when I got back home, I had dudes up, and I was like, who the fuck is Daniel Jones? Like, who is that? Like, I didn't know who he was. I know PH was filling me in about, the quarterbacks that are going to be good in the draft, and I never heard this name. And he just started laughing. And I think Chris had called me and was trying to troll me, and I was like, nah, I just got back. I'm not available to do nothing. I'm not taking no questions. I'm not answering shit. This is what tank can get you, man. You want to tank? We tank for no reason, and this is what we come up with, man. This is what we come back with. We do all that losing on purpose.
First of all,
and tank them and lose them all.
First of all, I'm gonna stop you because they didn't tank. They was winning games they shouldn't have won.
Lose them all.
But that has nothing to do with Gettleman making this pick.
Y'all want the lose them all movement? This is what we get.
Sit back, PA. Let him go. Sit back, PA.
In position to get something good.
I was trying to fix my phone so I could charge.
Everybody come back with this. Yo, Chris, you look like you're enjoying this, man.
Hey, you a chip. You a chip.
I am.
He passed.
I'm enjoying it.
The dude passes up a couple of good players, mainly a quarterback that should have been taken at. He probably even thought he was coming to us, and we come back with this dude. I think he threw like 50 touchdowns in 3 seasons, opposed to the other quarterback we should have took, and he threw that many touchdowns in last college season. Well, I mean, it's like I don't understand. You're gonna go for quarterback. If you're gonna go for need, why not go for the best person available? He said his pick was based on seeing him in how many bowls? 3 bowls or 3 series in 1 bowl game?
Yeah, 3
series in 1 bowl game. And Chris had brought it to my attention because I don't really watch football like college football. He was like, this dude, they lost to Wake Forest and they like one of the worst teams out there. Was it Wake Forest?
No, they didn't lose to Wake Forest, son. They lost 59-7. Okay, they got smacked.
So we let a bunch of players go. We traded some players. We got Saquon. We was gonna fill some holes. We needed a quarterback that was gonna come up under Eli. This dude's talking about, oh yeah, we might not see him for 3 to 5 years. He might be our Aaron Rodgers. Come on, dog. He's not even owning the fuck up. Did y'all see the coach's face when he was up there talking? He looked like he wanted to pass out. He knew he was fucked, and he know he's probably gonna get fired soon because he's not gonna be able to do nothing with this shit. But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, Chips. Look like we're gonna have another lose them all season, huh? Is that what we're gonna do? No expectations again?
My man, see now you right on point. Listen, bro. Hashtag no expectations until they give me something to
by the time
have expectations about.
It's gonna be gone. Listen, gonna be over.
I'm okay.
So it's like
I'm tired of no expectations.
Exactly. So how many years in a row we got to do this with the Knicks and the Giants, man?
You never fully embraced it.
It's just a constant circle. Lose them all. Every year.
No, you keep saying lose them all. That's not.
I'm sorry. No expectations.
Okay.
What is it? You got like 3 slogans.
I got 2. I have hashtag lose them all. And hashtag no expectations.
You're rolling with both of them for a couple of years in a row, no?
With the Knicks, it been since Melo let us go fucking 17 and whatever. Losing more started about a year or 2 ago.
Well, as far as Pop was saying, he said at least the rest of our picks were pretty decent after that fuck up, after the debacle. But that's pretty much all I got to say. We're gonna see what happens, man. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another stressful year.
Tips.
All right. Let me
sit back for this one.
let me touch on Giants first, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't feel like this since the BBB episode. But go ahead, Chip.
No. He had another one where he went in.
No, I'm not. Here's. I'm not gonna go in. Like I said, hashtag no expectations. I'm not upset. I'm not mad.
Oh, you upset?
I'm just confused. I'm really confused because everything this man said, numerous things that he let out in the media, whatever, he went against everything he said. Multiple things. He said he wasn't going to draft for need. He was going to get the best talent available. And for you not to pick what's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Josh Allen. Not even Haskins. Because if you decide you don't want him as your quarterback, then that's on you or whatever. Y'all know I felt that I wanted Haskins to be a Giant. If he didn't feel that way, all right. You didn't feel like that's you the GM. You have to live with that, and now you have to live with the quarterback you picked. But you came on TV and gave a press conference or talked to the media where you said you was not going to be forced to draft a quarterback. Your exact words. You were going to pick the best talent available to you at 6. All right? So let's just start with that. That's the first thing.
You liar. Right? You lied.
You didn't do that. You liar. That's exactly right. You lied. That's lie number 1. All right? 2, you say you watch a whole bunch of film and you watch a whole bunch of tape on these guys, but then come out and say, like my man Puda said, that you was head over heels in love with Daniel after 3 series in the Senior Bowl where he wasn't even a better quarterback.
That's crazy.
Hold on, wait. Let me pause that for a second. Just to add to what you were saying, he said he went to the Big Ten championship game and watched Dwayne Haskins play.
Mm-hmm.
He went to, I think he said the Big Ten championship game. The Big 12 championship game and watched Kyler Murray throw the ball. And out of all of these games that he went to watch all of these players play, Daniel Jones stood out the most with his trash ass stats and what he was doing. So, he said he came out the tunnel. He seen a quarterback. He looked real good. Then he seen him out there throwing the ball. Then he seen his 3 series, and he fell. What you said? Head over heels in love. That's what he said.
Yeah, he was like some bloom. He was in bloom love or full bloom love or something like that. Something wild, yo. Something wild.
But like you said, he wasn't even the best quarterback there, son.
He was not the best quarterback in the Senior Bowl. All right. So you're lying there, all right? Then 3.
Oh, God.
3, if you take all the quarterbacks, right, and you look at their stats, he is the bottom of the barrel in almost everything. In a 3-year span. Haskins, 1 year. Is better than 2 of his years combined.
That's nutty.
I don't understand your logic.
He owes somebody a favor, son.
It would be better. It would go smoother if you come out and you say, "This is my guy that I wanted all along." Leave all the other shit you saying to the side and just say, "We know what we doing. We got our board. We're gonna follow our board." Just run with that the whole draft. Because please believe me, nobody first, second, third, fourth, or fifth was going to pick him.
Well, you said 2 other. He know for a fact 2 other.
Hold on. Let me get to that. Hold on.
My bad.
Then, you ran your mouth prior to the draft. Then after the draft, you have everybody in your circle, in your profession, killing you for this draft.
Hold on, and you said you wasn't going in, right? You said this ain't going in?
Hey, leave him alone.
I'm just asking a question.
Killing you. You have everybody in your circle, in your profession, killing you. I told the fellas this. After this pick was made, when I got home and I got off the phone with y'all, I did my research. I could not find one person, not one person, article, tweet, or nothing to say that the Giants got it right, they did a good thing, or anything. But
Mel Kiper defended him. Mel Kiper defended him a little bit.
No. He half-assed defended.
That's why I said a little bit.
Half-assed. He didn't fix his lip to say he was better than fucking Haskins.
No, I just said he defended him a little bit.
Mel Kiper didn't even defend. All Mel Kiper said was, if that's who he wanted, that's who he wanted. Mel Kiper didn't even really defend. He just said, you can't say that he's wrong if that's who he liked.
Right. That ain't defending. That is not defending. So then, I could not find no positive spin on this at all for you picking him number 6. So then after that, after you get killed, New York media killing you, New York fans killing you, sports radio, all the different analysts and ESPN and all the other sports networks killing you, killing the Giants. You come back and you put it out that you know for a fact 2 other teams wanted to draft him before we picked 17. Come on, fam. What other team wanted him before 17? Miami didn't pick a quarterback into the second round. Redskins jumped right to Haskins.
Cardinals picked, so that was done.
Nobody wanted him, bro.
Miami actually didn't pick a quarterback.
I'm about to say they traded for Rosen.
Trade. Not who got Drew Lock in the second round?
Denver. And
then and Miami didn't even try to get a quarterback. They traded for Rosen. I'm not mad. All right. Like Puda said, I think the rest of the draft we did good. Only thing I with the rest of the draft I would have liked, instead of getting a dude at 17, I would have took Sweat. That's the only thing. Everything else I'm with. So I think overall he had a decent. I want to say good, but that Daniel Jones pick at 6, I don't know if I can give you a good. I got to give you a decent.
So what would you say a grade would be?
C. C. I want to give him a B, but I'm just so confused and conflicted with the Daniel Jones at 6, and then the Eli shit again. Eli is done, man. Listen. If the Giants if we lose 7 games, we go 2-9 or something like that, and Eli's still playing, I can't wait to see the firestorm that goes on in New York. Because people are going to be screaming, let this kid that you decided to draft at number 6 get in the game and play football. If you can replace Eli with fucking Geno Smith, you damn sure better pick or put a player that you drafted number 6 in the game. I'm confused. I don't understand.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
This guy is I just his fucking accent irks me.
Yo, I swear to God, I feel you on that, Chips. I be wanting to slap the shit out of him when he's talking, son. Quarterback.
He's a star.
Quarterback.
Yo, mad fucking annoying, son. I just don't know. I'm confused as far as the Giants go, man.
PH, how you feel about the draft, man? How you feel about what your Jets did?
I felt pretty good what we did, man. I mean, we was limited on our picks, so we couldn't really do too much. But we got Quinnen. Thank you very much. I take that. And I think the end we took from Florida, as long as he can keep his blackness, I can't use that other word, his blackness away from the football field and off the football field, he'd be good. He'll be all right. But as much as Little Joker got killed over in Oakland last year, he had a really good draft this year, man. The Raiders picked up a lot of good people in this first round. I think, well, of course, Washington had a pretty good draft. San Diego had another good draft, picking up some people. As much as I thought Hawkinson was going to go early in that first round, I really didn't think he was going to go that early. But I think the Lions reached picking him 8th. Was he 8th? 7th? 9th?
8th.
8th. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a reach. But honestly, this whole draft thing was to hear that rant that Chip said he wasn't going to do just now, that he did.
I tried not to do a rant, bro. I tried. But I'm just baffled, man. I'm baffled, like, completely. I don't understand it. I don't.
Yeah, man, I
get that they wanna, they throw out these little tidbits to throw other teams off, but nobody was paying attention to your tidbits on that player, and especially at number 6. Nobody was paying attention to him.
That was another thing I was going to say. Me and Chris doing the draft thing, and we're looking at the picks and everything. So I'm like, let me check everybody's grades. The whole top 10 was like, what was it, like 92 and better?
Yep.
Except for Daniel Jones, he was an 80. His draft grade was an 80. Everybody else was like 90. The first 3 picks was
number 6.
The first 3,
like the top 20 was in like the high 90s.
Yeah, like 90s, 89, 87, 89. I'm going through the whole thing, and we was laughing and laughing.
To spin the bad pick, they went to saying he looks like Eli.
Everything. I told y'all that whole Daniel Cutcliffe.
They said today I was. They said Daniel Jones looks like a guy playing Eli Manning in a Peyton Manning story movie.
In a Peyton Manning movie.
It worked.
So he looked up. Yeah, that's crazy.
Tevin White. Yep, that's right. Everybody was high 90s, high mid 90s. Except
I would just say legit. I saw a clip and they was
even
like
Hawkinson was at 92.
Max Kellerman was going off today. Like, so they were showing the highlights, and they showed one pass where Daniel Jones basically looked exactly like Eli. He did the Eli pass and turn did not get hit. Like I was like, oh shit, that's all Gettleman saw. He was like, oh, we're good. We're gonna keep this shit rolling.
Oh my God. Look, Dwayne Haskins' grade is a 90. And so was Drew Lock. I think he was 89.
I don't understand.
And then he gets drafted within the division. Oh my God.
And I feel bad. I feel bad with that for him. He got so much going against him already in a fucking shark-infested media in New York and fan base. You got to go against the Giants, skipping over all them quarterbacks last year. All right, your crosstown rivals picked up their franchise quarterback, and he looks good. Pause. All right,
rank over rank.
That's the first thing.
Come on, Dak.
Huh? The Jets.
Crosstown rivals. My bad.
Yeah. Then you get drafted way early. And the person that the Giants supposed to pick or should have picked got picked by a division rival in the Redskins.
Crap, son. I didn't even notice this when I was looking at the grade. They have position rank, overall rank, and grade. So Daniel Jones, his position rank is 6, which he's the 6th best quarterback.
So he was worse than everything.
59, son. His overall rank was 59.
Overall rank is 59?
Son, he's
59. So he was supposed to be the 59th pick in the draft, which is what? That's the 3rd round?
That's second round.
Oh yeah, that's right. The end of the second round.
That's crazy.
So all I gotta say about the Giants is,
how about you don't say nothing? Let's go to the next subject.
Nah. I got to, because Gettleman really like stuck his foot in his mouth with this shit. Between, like Chip said, between saying, "Oh, we're not gonna draft the need, we're not gonna be forced," to then even during during the process saying, "Oh well," like basically downplaying Dwayne Haskins like so much, saying, "Oh well, Daniel Jones was our number 1, Drew Lock was our 1A." So if you got two guys that you have as 1 and 1A, I think Drew Lock even went after their pick in the second round.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you? What are the odds that you can say, "Oh, both of my 1 and 1As are going to be gone by the time I even get to pick 17, let alone my second round pick"? Like, if you do lose one, okay, you still got 1A, who had a hell of a career in college.
He knew he wanted Jones for whatever reason, son. He knew
somebody
he
in
wanted
favor, son. I'm telling you, son.
I'ma just say it, yo. Gettleman racist. He ain't want a black quarterback.
Yeah, we've been through this.
That's my opinion. He ain't want a black quarterback, man, because there's no reason, there's no validity behind it, no grading. Like, even though Mel Kiper was animated about, "Oh, that's the quarterback he want." Yeah, that's the quarterback he want. But unfortunately, if a GM want a quarterback at certain picks, that's the wrong pick, and that was definitely the absolute wrong pick. My 49ers started off okay. We couldn't make a deal to trade back.
Thank you, Giants. Thank you, Giants.
I was pissed because it was a lot of movement towards the end of the first round going into the second round, and seeing how many teams was trading up into the second round for players. I was hoping my 49ers would be one of them to address some needs. You know, second round pick, instead of us going cornerback, which I felt like we need, and Greedy was still there, we went wide receiver with Debo. I'm good with that because he's a good playmaker. The biggest shit that frustrated me is the 49ers tried to get cute. Motherfuckers traded back in the 4th round just to draft a fucking punter. In the 4th round. And not only is it just a punter, it's an Australian-style punter. So this dude has to run to the side and kick it like it's fucking rugby, son. He's not even a traditional punter. But outside of that, I was pissed at what we did with that shit, but it was an okay draft. I definitely give my 49ers a C. I felt like they had the opportunity to make it better, but John Lynch once again shows his non-recruiting skills, because that shit was awful.
I don't understand how the Browns got Greedy Williams, son. I forgot. And we talked about that.
What you said, Puda?
Here's your question. How come Oakland was getting killed?
Oakland got killed.
They traded the whole team. They traded Khalil Mack. They traded Amari Cooper.
He talking about with their draft.
Oh, with their draft.
The main reason they got killed is a lot of people didn't see that their 4th round pick was worth that pick. The guy that they picked 4th round is a very good player and athlete, which I don't feel like.
What about the 1st round?
Not 4th round. I mean 4th pick.
Yeah.
The 4th pick.
Okay, yeah.
The 4th.
Oh,
pick.
yeah.
Cleveland Farrell is a very good player. He's probably, out of all the defensive pass rushers on Clemson, he was one of the best. I would say the best, personally, in my opinion. Yeah. Most versatile. People felt like they could have got him later on at like 24 or 27. I feel like he probably wouldn't have made it that far with how many defenders and edge rushers was going in that first round. But that's why people were killing him. They were saying that they jumped too high to get him. I heard a lot of people saying that they shouldn't have went the running back at 24. They should have went maybe a Montrez Sweat or another defender.
It's crazy how he fell so low. It's crazy to me.
Who, Sweat?
Yeah.
They had said he had a heart condition, so that's what made him fall.
Rumor, but I heard it was rumors, but it ain't founded.
It was proven not to be valid. The heart murmur issues, but it was also off the field shit too.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I want to talk about the Josh Rosen trade. Another big story that happened during the draft. Josh Rosen got traded from the Arizona Cardinals to the Miami Dolphins. I heard a clip today of Steve Smith going in on Josh Rosen, talking about he gonna go cry in the corner, and they gonna ship his ass somewhere anyway. And he was being a baby about it. Steve Smith, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? The man got drafted last year, very high pick, to be a franchise quarterback.
Traded up to get him. Don't forget about that. Traded up to get him.
Up to get him to be a franchise quarterback. Got put on a shitty ass team. Struggled as he should. Had no protection, got beat up all year. They fired a coach, and they just automatically decide, without giving him a shot to redeem himself or work his way into a new system, to draft another quarterback the very next year. So he's supposed to keep following him or the team because he deleted and unfollowed them on Instagram. This is why I hate social media, son. You trying to assassinate
but before that, they had their team video. He wasn't even on it.
Yeah,
they had to edit it and put it for
the team video. So because he unfollows Arizona on Instagram, he's being a baby. Let alone he did a classy video, albeit a fucking Instagram video, where he's on a balcony. It sound like he in a damn wind tunnel. And he was nothing but respectful to the organization, to the fans. He said, "Thank you for my time. I appreciate the support that I got all through the year, to everybody that worked at the facility." He even congratulated Kyler Murray, said, "You're going to love it being in Arizona." He ain't throw no shots. Odell threw mad shots. Called the Giants.
Man, there was mad shots coming his way though, son.
Said the Giants was fine with being losers, and he okay with being a cancer if that's what the team want to do.
Definitely said that.
You know what I'm saying? But you're not coming for him. You're gonna come for Josh Rosen, who handled it with class act, and said, "Yo, my bags is packed. I'm ready to go to Miami and start a new chapter." That's all the man said. Why are you killing this man? I can't stand people like that, where you wanna fucking just put this dude on blast for absolute no reason, for a fucking hot take, so you can try to get an anchor job somewhere, and it ain't fucking working.
Yo, I feel like there's no way anybody could say that he handled that poorly. You never heard him come out and say anything negative about the organization. He never said nothing about, "Oh, this is bullshit, I just got here." All valid shit that he could have said. Also, I think it was Larry Fitzgerald after the draft. I think the day after he was traded, Larry Fitzgerald had a charity softball event that he had committed to, and he stayed and played. And even Larry Fitzgerald was like, "Yo, he could have immediately left for Miami. He could have said, 'You know what, I'm uncomfortable doing it,' and decided not to do it, and it would have been perfectly valid." And he stayed and stuck to that commitment. So for anybody else to say anything bad about him
it's crazy.
They fuck up.
It's crazy.
Words, son. As soon as the season was over, he was traded. As soon as the season was over, he was gone.
Name was in the rumor mill all season.
Son, as soon as the season was over, it was a wrap for him. Oh, Josh Rosen getting traded.
You ain't hear nothing about Josh Allen getting traded, who had a bad year. Nope. You ain't hear nothing about Sam Darnold, who didn't have a great year. Like, it was a lot of dudes in last year's draft that struggled. The Cardinals
it was supposed to be the struggle.
Yeah,
it was Kingsbury's. It was Kingsbury love for Collins, and that was it. As soon as he got hired,
and they offense with all of this hype for him to get him, this offense better not be trash.
But we'll see.
We're gonna talk about it here on MizFitz Sport Radio.
We gonna see.
I don't know what that was, Chris, that you tried to do, but don't do it again.
To close that out, I'm rooting for him. I want him to go down to Miami. I want him to fight for the starting job. Of course, they got Fitzmagic. Huh?
For your quarterback?
You said what?
You gonna root for your quarterback?
Who? Eli? I'm always root for my Giants, man. I'm always root for my Giants. Do I think we're gonna be ain't shit again? I do believe that. I think it's gonna be same shit we saw last year. So maybe the defense will be improved with the picks we got, but then again, it's a draft, man. You don't know what any of these players are gonna pan out to be. You gotta wait. But saying Eli is good for another 2 or 3 years, that definitely ain't the fucking move.
5 years.
That ain't the fucking move at all.
Good for any years ain't the move.
But yeah, man, I'm rooting for Josh, man.
Yeah, definitely was a good draft. Definitely a lot of big pieces moved. I think Josh is going to have a real good year down in Miami. I think obviously it makes no sense for them to start Fitzpatrick over him. You know, they got a young team, a young nucleus. Go ahead and start him and let him build and grow. Keep Fitzmagic as a backup to push him, help him learn a little bit of the ropes. But I think he's going to be all right. They got some pretty good wide receivers down there now. So we shall see. Another topic, obviously, what we touched on with a couple of the draft play. This draft seemed like an ongoing topic with either domestic violence or players with off the field issues. Another thing now that we have, obviously, every situation is different. Every situation leads to more or bigger things. The NFL now is being very conscious of these issues now, doing deep investigations that obviously taking these situations seriously, but starting to think there's more to it than what the NFL is wanting to lead on to with all of these, domestic violence situations, athletes getting in trouble off the field, all of this basically off the field violence. I know a couple of years back they had the movie, in regards to CTE, and everybody contributing that or contributing the violence to that. I want to know if you guys think that it's more to it, because for me, I feel like I won't say cover up, but it's a lot more to it than what beats the eyes and what's on surface. And I feel like nothing really being said about it. Obviously, they take care of it, they handle it, and they move on from it. But PH, what do you think? Obviously, with this new Tariq Hill situation, with the not necessarily domestic violence, but abuse of his child. Kid has a broken arm, and then they play the recording of him talking to his girlfriend or the mother of his child, and basically telling
his fiance.
It is fiance. I wasn't sure. Okay, his fiance, and telling her she need to be scared of him too. What do you take from that, PH? He only like 5'8". I was surprised.
I think it's like younger generations just seem to come up different than how we did. So they think they big, they think they bad, they don't have no respect for anybody, and that's how most of the young kids are now. And him being who he is, I guess you could say a superstar in the league, he think he's untouchable, and just like most of them do. CTE, yeah, I mean, all of them get hit, have headaches, and all of that. Start wilding. You can't figure none of that out until they pass away. So, oh yeah, you could say that, but how you really gonna know? I think it's just honestly dumb kids doing dumb shit and just not taking regard or taking any responsibility for anything that they do. And now with this social media world where everything is put on blast, everybody videoing, recording, you can't just be willy-nilly saying shit and doing shit nowadays. Somebody is going to catch it. Somebody is going to video it, record it. Look, his baby mom's, well, fiance, my fault, recorded the conversation. Said, hey, you know what? We're going to have this conversation. Let me put my phone in my pocket and record the whole damn thing. And talk shit, and you're going to just give it up. You're going to give everything up.
Mind you, apparently they were walking through the airport while having this conversation.
That was in the airport?
They were walking through the airport while having the conversation.
Oh, shit gets better and better, boy. I'm gonna take the fight. See, niggas like that, it's fucking retarded, son. I'm sorry, son. Yo, it had to be said, son.
That was funny, son.
Take the fight.
You making millions of dollars. You go through your entire life being a child, watching football, wanting to be one of these players in the league. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever sport it is. You go from a child, you go through your life, you practice, you do everything you can to get to the NFL. You get to the NFL, make millions of dollars, and then you do nigga shit. Why?
You ain't say you was taking 2 fines. Sheesh.
Yes, I said I'm taking fines. Then who cares? But what is that, son? What is that? For what reason? You struggled and you did all of this your entire life to piss it all away. And it's not just Tyreek Hill. There's a bunch of other idiots doing the stupidness in the league. I'm not trying to be funny, but when the Ray Rice situation happened, shit hit the fan. Hey, you know what? He got caught on camera dragging his girl out the damn elevator. You know what? Maybe I need to stop doing stupidness, at least for people to see. I don't get it, man. I don't get it at all, and it baffles me, man. What you got, Puda?
Well, I think it's a bigger issue than it's being acknowledged. I think I do, man. It ain't like the old days where they could sweep it under the rug. It's a lot. It's cameras everywhere. There's always somebody recording. There's microphones everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This shit gets out. With football, especially because they get so much off time. I don't know what the deal is with them. I really don't want to go there, but I just feel like a lot of these guys don't know how to turn their aggression off when they get off the field. I feel like it's just the on switch is just on 24/7 with a lot of these guys, man. And every situation they get themselves in, they just know how to react to it one way and one way only. And unfortunately, it doesn't work out for them, man. And a lot of it is really getting put out on video. Like when PH brought up the Ray Rice thing, it seemed like he was good or he wasn't in as much trouble opposed to when the video actually dropped. And that's what's killing these dudes.
That was only because his wife was riding with him and was like kind of trying to back him up after what happened. Oh, we cool, everything was cool. But then everybody seen that video and was like, oh nah, fuck cool. What the fuck is this?
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't know if these dudes need other hobbies because they play once a week, a few snaps, 50 snaps probably, and then that's it. Off season's mad long, so they're out there in the streets. They blowing money. They're not saving money. They fighting everybody. Little girls in hotels. It's just ridiculous, man. It seems like it's always football more than any other sport. I don't understand that. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. You can hit these dudes in the pockets, but so many times. So I really don't know what the NFL could do. I don't want to wish jail on nobody, But something needs to be done, man, because it seems like every year is just getting worse and worse and worse.
Well, I want to say if baseball is catching up because they've been getting a whole lot of domestic charges going on over there, a lot.
Yeah. Football, it's been as far back as I can remember though with football, son. I guess
No, I'm not saying football. No, I'm just saying baseball catching up, man. They wilding over there too. Definitely wilding.
I don't know, man. Something needs to be done because I don't want to see these athletes, these black men get put in these positions, man, because the system ain't made for them. Straight up. What you got, Chips?
I don't think it's nothing being covered up. The NFL is an organization. I think they're getting stricter, and the reactions and the punishment or whatever you want to call it is coming down quicker. I think it's an accumulation of a number of things. CTE, which we know can't be detected while the person is alive and playing football. I think, like Puda said, these guys are trained to be aggressive. They are trained to be warriors, fight, battle, punish. That's what these guys are trained to do. And the on and off switch does not always work. And unfortunately, I can't even say it's a majority of football players. It's just those few that don't know how to turn that switch on and off or don't know how to carry themselves are the ones that are getting caught. And in this day and age, social media and TMZ, everything, like y'all said, is out on Front Street. If you dumb enough to have a bitch excuse my language, I'm not going to call her bitch, have a female that's supposed to be a fiance that's foul enough to record you,
bitch,
in your own personal business, in home, then that's on you, player. You picked the wrong bitch to work with. You picked the wrong one because she's not your rider. She was not worthy to be that title. She's not worthy to have a child with. I don't know how she looked. If she bad as fuck and you just got caught up because you black as shit and you ugly, but you know what I mean? You just picked the wrong one. So maybe you were just like, yo, I got this one. I'm gonna get her. You know what I mean? But that's what, yo, shout out to motherfuckers like Steph Curry. Get you a rider, man. And LeBron, get you a rider. You know what I mean? A normal average chick ain't gonna be on Instagram and none of that. Get you somebody normal.
Ain't she normal? She ain't no superstar now like that, right?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know if she is. That's some dirty shit she did. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a accumulation of all those things, man. And these guys, I'm not going to say it's not about generation because I'm pretty sure back in the days, motherfuckers in the NFL was wild. And I think it has more to do with their profession. Think about it. Back in the days and back in history with the fucking gladiators, the motherfucker was crazy too. And it don't cut off when you get out of that octagon or that ring. It happens all across. The aggressive sports, boxing, you know what I mean?
MMA, beating their girlfriends to a bloody pulp.
Yeah. I mean, this is the stuff I think it has to do with the stuff they put in their bodies. You know, the different supplements or whatever. Some doing steroids, and we all know what steroids do. You know, it has to do with all that stuff. These guys are trained to be fighters, but for you not to be a human and to know, like, let me just put it out on the tape. We all black here, all right? We all grew up in New York City. Some of us got family in the South, Caribbean. We got whooped. You know what I'm saying? But it's different levels to the shit. It's different ages. You know, when you're a baby, you might get a little no on your hand. You know what I'm saying? You get to be 9 or 10, you might start getting the belt. You know what I'm saying? You get to be 14, 15, 16, you might have got boxed a little bit by your pops or uncle. You know what I'm saying? Nothing
hit with whatever's was in reach.
Nothing wrong with that. I done got hit with a few things growing up. I done disciplined my children. You know what I'm saying? But a 3-year-old, for you to tell a 3-year-old to open up his arms so you can punch, you are a football. I don't give a fuck if you 5'8", bruh. You are a football player. And you punch a little boy in the chest, a 3-year-old boy? That ain't got nothing to do with discipline. You're an animal. And you should go to jail. That's child abuse. That ain't discipline. Adrian Peterson got in trouble for getting a damn switch off a tree.
West Indian style, baby.
So when it gets to shit like that, that's just you being stupid. And shout out to the Chiefs again for making the right decision. I'm gonna fuck it. And y'all said something about Puda said something about the law or something or whatever. The NFL, that ain't got nothing to do with the justice system, ain't got nothing to do with the NFL. The justice system said they didn't find enough evidence to take it to trial or to charge him. But shout out to the NFL, shout out to the Chiefs. The NFL didn't even have to step in. The Chiefs said straight up, "You're not on my team. You suspend. They ain't kick him off the team yet, but they will. You just suspended from all activities while we investigate. You basically not on my team. But because he's still on the team, technically he gets right now he still gets his money.
That'll be 2 stars back-to-back years, man.
But I think if the question is there a cover up? No, they're not covering nothing up.
You can't.
It's nothing really they can do until something happens. I'm like 98% sure that the NFL has programs in place to deal with all the mental issues that's going on that these players have access to, substance abuse programs, anger management programs. That's all you can do as far as an organization. And then after that, it's something happens. Now we have to be accountable and deal with the situation. Unfortunately, there's no fucking way to preemptively stop a guy that plays wide receiver with muscles and shit from punching his 3-year-old son in the chest. There's no way to stop that prior. But like the Chiefs did, and like other organizations around the leagues are starting to do when their players get in trouble, cut ties, kick them off the team, get them out of the league. And it's up to the players to say, fuck, we really got an issue and we got to really get to the bottom of what's in ourselves to correct these issues. You told your wife, your fiance, she should be scared of you too, you dumb bitch. Let me say some shit like that to Teresa. and let me see what my situation is come tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Didn't we get a little taste of that already?
Watch your mouth, fair. Watch your mouth, fair. I ain't never speak like that to my wife. Huh?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
Would agree. Yeah, wouldn't be well planned out at that point.
I'm talking about what she would do to you.
Oh man,
if that would happen.
My wife don't play. My wife don't play. It's gonna be some furniture moving. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's no cover up, man. These guys, it's the nature of the sport. It's a accumulation of different issues that goes on.
Here you go, Leon.
That's one.
And yeah, I just don't know what the NFL can do to slow it down outside of what they're already doing, becoming more stricter or that's not a word, more strict. And
I mean, we let you rock the first time you said it.
You said something else that was like wild too, so I didn't even say that.
So yeah, I think the NFL is doing what they need to do. What you got, Anthony?
I would say there is more to it. Not necessarily cover up, so to speak, but I don't know. Like I feel like it's becoming more and more prominent that there's issues off the field. You know, with this draft, there were so many players that had baggage going into the draft. You know, it's like already, like what the fuck? You were children.
There's not to cut you off, but just to that point you're making, there's one common denominator, fam. And I know you know what that common denominator is.
What, they black?
No, that you know about it. That is like that, like everybody says, it's on Front Street.
Yeah, social media.
They can't hide it. It's being recorded by somebody somewhere.
I mean, but there was only one that was.
Whether they're getting it from somebody in the crowd recording, the fucking surveillance, it's being sold to TMZ. It's out there now. That's the common denominator. We just know about it now. We just hearing about it. Teams can't just say, oh, well, they can't be in their little war room and say, well, he did this, but it's not out there. Nobody knows about it. Let's just keep it in-house. You know what I mean?
I mean,
it comes out. But go ahead.
They can't. They got to worry about, backlash. Oh, well, because that's going to be the very first question. Did the team know?
Mm-hmm.
And, even with like the Tyreek Hill situation, the Chiefs was like, oh, yeah, we knew of, the child having the broken arm, but we're speaking with the police. There was nothing to move forward on. And, initially, all criminal charges were dropped. Now they've reopened the investigation with the audio coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chiefs now, unfortunately, are in a position where they can't, just say, oh, we're going to look past it or whatever. They have to act. Luckily for the Chiefs in this situation, as well as the Kareem Hunt situation, they acted quickly. They didn't straddle the line. They didn't try and toe the line or say, oh, well, we don't know. Once it came out that so-and-so happened, Chiefs acted, they moved in on it. So like you said, I definitely give them props for that. My issue is bruh, you were a part of the team when this Kareem Hunt shit happened. You already know anything else, even similar or remotely close to a domestic violence or any type of abuse in the home is going to be magnified times 10.
Because these dudes think they can get away with anything, son.
And I think that's a part of it too, where unfortunately these young, dumb black boys get money.
You could use that word.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to do that. But nobody, I guess you could say, prepares them for the whirlwind of life that's coming at them. And in their mind, like it's been previously said, they're invincible. Like, I'm on TV. You see my highlights. You know who I am. And it's like nobody could touch them until strong arm of the law reach out and touch your ass. Then you ain't got no contract. You ain't getting no, all those endorsement deals and all those nicknames and shit, the cheater. All that shit gonna be out the window. All that shit ain't gonna make a difference. Like the NFL did, I think it was after the draft or guys going into the draft, they used to have Herm Edwards sitting with them. I don't know if they still do that now since Herm Edwards is, coaching now. But then maybe they need to start doing it for kids that are going into college, before the college lights turn on, because those lights is big too. Basically, they're not getting paid, but you're on Front Street once you hit the college level. And that's with all athletes, I feel like. But I do feel like it's becoming more and more of a violent situation with NFL players. I think it does pertain to, like y'all said, not being able to turn it off, not being able to control those emotions or that energy, and not having that outlet.
Good word.
It's just, I don't get it. And it's starting to become more and more pronounced now. And it's out, like I said, everything is out on Front Street, but now it's like everything. The smallest thing gets put on blast. And because it's an athlete, it's magnified. And I feel like it's starting to give Black athletes a bad name because unfortunately, majority situations are Black athletes. Black young men where
I kept wanting to stop y'all when y'all say that, but it's the truth. Majority of the situation is in our community.
And I hate saying that. I hate saying that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because you want to be uplifting to your people, and it's almost like you want to give your people a benefit of the doubt, but you can't because it's happening so much. And it's just, you can't support certain stuff. And that's one of them. You definitely can't. But, moving on, we got through one whole round in the NBA playoffs. Decision teams were finalized, and, those teams were set up prior to the weekend. A lot of different storylines change. And now with the second round, teams are looking a little shaky now. Want to get everybody's opinion on first round recaps. Obviously, for me, and I'm going to start it off, for me, the biggest thing was Dame Lillard bust OKC ass. He whooped like you could tell, and he had a comment today that was, or I think it was today or over the weekend, where a reporter asked him, "Oh, well, how do you deal with the pressure?" I give him props for his answer. He was like, that's not pressure. I'm playing a game. I get paid a lot of money. Pressure is the homeless person outside trying to figure out where they're going to get their next meal from. Pressure is, the single mother working 2 and 3 jobs to make sure that she can keep food on the table for her kids. I shout out to him for that type of response because it's real and it's putting a reality perspective on. They are just playing a game and they're getting paid a lot of money to play the game. But he whooped their ass. Like, you could tell he had a lot of heat for Russ, and Russ ain't want that smoke. Russ ducking and dodging reporters. Huh?
Russ just wanted his triple doubles.
Yeah, and he ain't want to win. Triple doubles, no win.
Yeah.
Because he got his ass whooped. He wasn't doing all that rock the baby shit that round.
No, he did it once.
No, he tried. He definitely tried.
Game 1. I think that was game 3.
He should have kept his mouth shut. Well, you know what, Puda? You're right, because after they won the series, he was like, they was talking a lot of shit after they won one game.
Yeah.
But when I win the series, now what? But I don't know. Like, that was my big takeaway from the first round. And now things are starting to heat up in these second rounds. What you got, Chips?
I'm going to piggyback you. Dame. Shout out to Damian Lillard. Bust OKC ass. Bust Russ. Y'all know how I feel about Russell Westbrook.
What was about to say?
Russell Westbrook ass. Bust his ass. I ain't never seen Russell Westbrook this quiet a day in my fucking life. You worried about the damn media. You need to worry about stopping Damian Lillard from busting your ass. That's what you need to worry about. Oh my goodness. That shit, listen, let me tell you something. When I already spoke about that the last episode, 2 episodes ago. But he was disrespectful, straight demolished OKC. I really didn't think they could beat OKC, but damn, did they show up and prove me wrong and prove a lot of other motherfuckers wrong and sent fucking Westbrook home crying. Paul George, I feel bad for you, son. But you played yourself when you came out and still wanted to be talking about, oh, that was a bad shot. I don't care if it went in. No, bro. It went in. And nobody give a fuck if it was a bad or ill-advised shot. Because I just saw a clip of you waving somebody off and you pulling up from fucking damn near half court. You hit the shot. You ain't say that was a bad shot. When you did it. When you was in Indiana. But now when Dame do it in the playoffs to fucking win the game?
In your face.
In your face. Yo. Let me tell you something. Shout out to Dame Lillard. They are going to beat Denver. They got a very favorable matchup there. I expect to see them in the Western Conference Championship against Golden State. The rest of the playoffs, first round, I think played out pretty much how I thought it was going to play out. Golden State, a little shaky against the Clippers, but shout out to the Clippers, very feisty. Shout out to Doc Rivers, had the boys fighting. I don't think that Golden State played to their full potential. I think they underestimated the Clippers a little bit, and they paid for it. You know, they had to play a lot more games, play a lot harder than they wanted to in the first round. But the Clippers really showed out, and I think they are in a good position going into next season, especially in this big free agent. I think they put on a good show to show guys like, yo, come play with us. We LA too. We still playing the Staples Center. The Lakers really not looking good for y'all this summer, because they might end up getting most of the free agents from y'all. So that's good on them. Philly and Boston. I really don't know. We sitting here watching right now. Philly's beating Toronto. Yeah, so I don't know if Philly's going to beat Toronto. I really have Toronto winning this series. Boston going up against Milwaukee. I'm excited to watch that series. Milwaukee had a very shaky game. I knew you was gonna do that too.
Nah, Chris can't do that. No.
No. Let him live. Let him live. Because he did say it wasn't gonna get past first round. He was already wrong with that.
That's why he can't do that right now.
He was already wrong with that.
Me saying the first round was trolling, and y'all acknowledged.
No. You said
I said they're not gonna make it to the Eastern Finals.
You said they're not getting out the first round, sir.
I said that after, and y'all all acknowledged that I said I was trolling. That I was trolling.
Nah, I ain't acknowledged he was trolling.
No. I know he was trolling because no way that he was thinking Detroit was going
against Orlando with nobody.
Not Detroit, Orlando.
Detroit with nobody.
Was it Detroit or Orlando?
It was Detroit.
Right?
It was Detroit.
Detroit, yeah. So right now they playing competition. They're playing Boston. I don't know if they can beat Boston, but we will see. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as the first game. So slow down a little bit. Giannis had a terrible game. I think he's going to show up and show why he's great. What else? The Denver San Antonio series really wasn't paying attention to it. That went 7 games. But San Antonio, they're not the team they were. So I had Denver coming out of that series, and they did. So I think this Houston Warriors matchup is the biggest matchup of the playoffs. I'm talking about conference championship. I'm talking about the chip. I think this is a series that's going to define the playoffs. I'm a little upset with Houston complaining about the fouls, non-calls that they complain about right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all wanted Golden State. You had an excuse last year with the injuries. Everybody gave y'all that pass. Said y'all probably would have won if y'all didn't have those injuries. You got a fully healthy team right now. God willing, you stay healthy. You better play these boys. Stop worrying about the fucking refs. James Harden goes to the line enough for 1 or 2 missed calls a game. So play basketball. You wanted this team. You got them. Prove what the shit that you've been talking about all last year after the playoffs and all this year. Y'all beat them 3 times out of 4 during the season. So show up, play fucking basketball. I don't want to hear it. This is a series that I want to watch. I'm not going to miss a game, and I'm really interested. One last thing. KD, for me, I don't give a fuck what team he is on. He is the number one player in the world right now. That boy is unstoppable. And when he wants to turn it on, there's nothing you can do about it. Don't get it twisted because he's playing with Steph, Clay, Draymond, Iguodala. Because when he say, listen, y'all ain't getting it done, give me the ball, it ain't nothing you can do. Please come to New York. Please. Please. I need you on the Knicks, brother. But, yeah, what you got, PH?
That's why I started messing up. You started talking about them damn Knicks. Go ahead.
Word, sir. I was getting ready to say, what I got is you need some better connection. That's what you need, right? This shit was terrible. But shout out to the Clippers, man, and Lou Williams and Patrick Beverley's exit meeting, press conference. What can we do? You tell us what we could have did better. Because, I mean, we tried everything. They was giving all shouts. I mean, I'm glad they had fun up there. Granted, they lost. I mean, I'm pretty sure they was expecting to lose. But they put up a hell of a fight. And, you know, during the press conference, they was joking, you know, having a little fun with it. What could we do? What could we do? Well, you eat chips? You hot?
It's getting hot here, bro. Open the door.
No, but like I said, shout out to them. Lou Williams, I don't know how he only making that little bit of money he making over there, but his agent needs to help him out, man. Because I know his back is hurting.
He carrying from the bench.
Huh?
So he carrying from the bench.
He brought his book bag.
Word. And still, F you, Chris. Milwaukee gonna make it out of this round, right? They gonna do it. I got to ride with my man Giannis. I picked him MVP. I mean, he showed out all throughout the year. That first game was looking a little bit terrible, but I think they're gonna bounce back. They're gonna bounce back. If it goes 7 and they lose, I'm okay with that. If they losing like 6-5, I'm not okay with that. Not at all. Not at all. But I think they're gonna pull it out. I think they can win that series. Philly and Toronto. I don't know. It looked like it's going to be a back and forth series with this one, I believe. I think it's going to go to the game 7. And just a matter of who's going to show up. If Embiid is healthy or healthy enough to play the entire game in game 7, I think they can pull it out. But I don't think Embiid going to be able to stay on the court, man. He's lagging, bad everything, knees, back, body, whatever he could have bad on his body, he got. And Nuggets and Trailblazers. I hope Trailblazers beat the Nuggets because I don't want to see the Nuggets go any further. They the wackest team.
They're not being pulled up.
They the wackest team left in the playoffs right now, and
should Embiid having a bad game right now?
I ain't even looking at the stats, but he just can't stay on the court, man. He got to take better care of his body. Granted, he's all world, and when he on the court and he can play, he can do whatever, and nobody can stop him. But he needs to get on that LeBron regimen and do something better, son. Because I don't know, and I hope Philly don't piss this game away because it looked like that's what they're about to do.
Oh yeah, they about to pee.
I hope not. What you got, Chris, since you want to be all up in the screen?
No, Puda. Chris went.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. Yeah, shout out to Dame Lillard, man. Just like the rest of y'all said. It just makes me upset. It pains me that so many people getting put on to him now after a game-winning shot when he been doing this shit for years.
Yep.
He got mad game-winning shots on his belt. Go ahead, Chase.
No, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people.
He been doing this shit for years. Portland always finishes in the top half of seeding all the time. They usually are the third seed, if not the fourth. They usually the third seed. It's just for some reason I don't know, man. But he been doing this for a long time. I love Russell Westbrook. It didn't pain me to see him get his ass busted. Because I actually love the dude as a ball player. The series was still good, even though it was 5. Even though it went 5, there was only like one real blowout. There was a lot of back and forth and lead changes, and it was a great playoff series. The energy was great. As far as Paul George and that stupid ass comment, it wasn't a bad. I didn't think it was a bad shot, but
it wasn't bad defense either.
Nah, he said he should have D'd up on him. He said it was bad defense.
He took a little step back, and as soon as he took that step back, that was it. Thank you very much.
If you look at the video again on slow motion, you can see McCollum wave to him to take the shot. Like, 2 seconds left, take that shot. So, good awareness on his part. So they normally do this, man. Shouts to them. That was a good series. The East Coast series got me tight, man, because there was only 2 losses in the whole damn.
Wow.
They pissed? Oh yeah, they pissed.
They had a good look to tie the game.
There was only 2 losses on the East Coast side, so 2 sweeps and 2 gentlemen sweeps. But there was a lot of some injured players there. I picked Philly to go to the finals. I think they're gonna beat their opponent. I think they're gonna do Chris the favor. You know what I'm saying? So he can talk his shit. I don't know, man. They better get it together because if they keep Giannis from doing what he likes to do, what gets me, what pisses me off about this whole shit. People were killing Giannis. Oh, he needs a jump shot. He's a power forward, man. He don't have to shoot jumpers from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He can use his dribble moves and his athleticism, to get him to the basket, post up. You know what I'm saying? He can do shit like that's what power forwards normally do. Y'all just used to a stretch big that just want to shoot threes all day. That's not what these dudes do. So I think they'll get it together. I do think that series, I think it's going to go 7, but I think Boston is going to pull it off. I don't want to see any more sweeps. I really don't want to see any more blowouts. The Golden State Houston series, I don't know, man. I was more excited last year. If it's going to be bitching and moaning like game 1 and fucking hard and just driving in the lane back to the way he was, going like this all day, I'm not really looking forward to that series, man. I'll cut that shit short and just watch the box scores. I'm with Chips. I think Portland is going to beat Denver. I think they just have too many weapons to outscore them, especially late in games, clutch, if it's close. Philly, I don't know, man. I don't know about these dudes. I really don't have trust in them. I don't know if it's it normally comes down to late game decisions with Philly, the way OKC used to be when Kevin Durant. It's like they always piss the game away late in games. So I think Toronto's going to pull it off. But again, it's going to be Golden State and Boston.
Did you just say you thought Philly was going to the finals?
No, Boston.
Yeah, but you said Philly. You meant Boston.
You said Philly, fam.
Yeah, you meant Boston, but you did say Philly.
I've been saying Boston every day. I'm sorry, Steven. My bad. I made a mistake.
I got kind of confused. You kind of threw me off because it was like
we knew what you meant.
I said Boston about 20 times. My bad.
Correction police ain't here. I don't know.
Right? I don't want to fight, man.
God.
You know you like the correct motherfucker.
So because I got confused, I'm correction police. Man, both of y'all kiss my asses, all right? Fuck you and fuck you.
Oh damn. I think it was. I don't know who was it. Stephen A. I don't know who it was that said they had Portland going to the NBA Finals. Y'all remember?
Chuck.
Huh?
That was Chuck.
Oh, it was Charles. Oh, okay. What y'all feel about that, man?
He's such a fair weather analyst. I swear, y'all. He wasn't talking. He ain't say shit about no damn Portland all season long. I ain't him say nothing.
He actually was. I think he's sticking with it. I think his whole thing was Dame Lillard, McCollum, and the center. Once the center got hurt, I think everybody was looking at it like it was kind of tough for them to keep up with that, which I feel.
So he had Portland being good enough to beat Golden State.
I mean, he did.
No, I'm asking. I said he.
Yeah, I believe he was going with that the whole year.
He's smoking. He's trolling. He's a king of trolls.
You know, I'm looking forward to the rest of the second round. I don't want to see any more blowouts as long as it's competitive. No sweeps. I'm all for it, man. So we're gonna see. What you got, Chris? Did you go already? I don't even know.
I did. Only thing I'm gonna say is, James Harden, shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
You get away with push off after push off after push off.
After travel.
And then you add on top of that the traveling.
You forgot the traveling, son.
And you got the nerve to talk about, like, yo, it pissed me off to see him say, I just want a fair shot. I don't care. Just call it right, and we'll live with the decision, or we'll live with the outcome of the game. Dog, you always get an unfair shot. Like, are you kidding me? Like, Draymond Green said it best. He was like, yo, I get fouled on a James Harden 3 from James Harden.
Which is wild.
But it's the truth. When you look at it, it's like, yo, you can't try and have everything. Like, yo, don't talk that crazy shit when you out here putting up these numbers. You don't say nothing like, oh, well, I had 50, but the refs did miss a couple of my travels and my push-offs. Like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. But speaking of fouls and dudes getting hit, just had Terrence Crawford Amir Khan fight. Was that last week? I would say debacle of a fight. I wouldn't even call it a full fight.
Forgot about this bullshit.
But obviously Terrence Crawford won. I believe it was the 5th round or 6th round. And a TKO.
Terrence Crawford whipped his ass. It wasn't he a win.
It was a TKO due to injury. Amir Khan couldn't continue due to a low blow, and Amir Khan and his corner decided that he was unable to continue in the fight. Yeah, PH, go ahead. What you got?
Not a damn thing. That was a waste of time. Can I get the minutes of my life back? Jesus, that was a waste.
Minutes that you take talking back.
So it wasn't even a damn, Chris. That's fucked up.
What?
Yo, Steve, yo, it wasn't even like a competitive fight. I ain't watching.
Yo, what? Wait.
Nah, he shot at him. No, we gonna keep going.
Word, son.
What? Yo, did he say you take long?
I don't know what he said, but go ahead, Pigs.
I don't even want to talk no more. Sit your ass back, bitch. Damn, son.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man.
I got you, Chris. I got you.
My bad.
Nah, that fight was a waste, man. Terrence Crawford was fighting all throughout the fight. Amir Khan wasn't doing anything. He was getting tagged up. And after a while, it just was like, you know what? The fight should have been stopped before the low blow because he wasn't able to do anything. Nothing at all. Tag, point, tag, point. And Amir Khan was just bouncing around, trying to bounce around. Jello legs, looking kind of crazy, looking like he was about to stumble the whole fight.
Was he out of shape? Did he look out of shape?
No. He was just, I don't know if he was out of shape or what, but Terrence Crawford was hitting him with some shots. And, once you get hit and, you start losing that balance in your legs, that's exactly what happened with Amir Khan. He was looking terrible after that. Terrible. It was a waste of time for Terrence Crawford and everybody else that watched it. And like Chris said, Amir Khan just tried to save face. Amir Khan tried to save face just to say, hey, you know what? I got hurt. I can't continue. But it was a waste. What you got, Chris?
So for me, it definitely started off real quick for Terrence Crawford early on. He had the knockdown in the first round. He hit him with a good shot. His leg bent back a little bit. Like, I thought that was going to be the beginning of it. First round, he knocked him down.
First round.
He caught him with a good counter, and you could tell. Usually, like, you guys remember the previous Amir Khan fights, like with Canelo and a lot of these heavy hitters. Amir Khan looked good early on. He was outboxing early on. In this one, like, he was using his speed. In this one, it wasn't any of that. You could tell Terrence Crawford was just as fast, if not faster. He was more accurate, and he was definitely a better boxer. Whereas the one thing with guys previous or prior to this was Amir Khan can outbox him. Does he have the power to hurt them? And then he didn't, and he also wouldn't have the chin to withstand their punches. Yeah, it was lopsided early on. Terrence Crawford took his time. He picked them apart every chance he got. Amir Khan, it did seem as though, and I hate giving Amir Khan credit because I've always said, and y'all have always killed me for saying this, I felt like Amir Khan was trash from beginning to end, and I'll still stand by that. But it did seem like throughout the last 2 to 3 rounds before the stoppage, you could tell Amir Khan sort of started to get timing down a little bit, where he was able to land some punches and actually get hits on Crawford, but it wasn't effective hits, and it wasn't an effective set of timing where it would have made a difference. It was a low blow, even though Terrence Crawford denied it and said, "Oh, I ain't hit him low." He hit him low. He hit him directly in the crotch. It looked like it was a good shot, but I think Amir Khan knew if he kept going, it would only get worse, and he would lose out on money. I think with him taking the TKO due to injury, this helps him save face, and he can now use that injury as an excuse moving forward. Like, and to say, I started getting his timing down. I wish I could have finished fighting him because it would have been a different fight in the second half of the fight. So now he can use that as an excuse when he wants to go to fight Kell Brooks or somebody else who would obviously get him a big payday. So he can try and use that to save face and say, I couldn't continue. He was walking around the ring with a little fake limp after they had stopped it. Like, it was just disappointing because you expected more out of the fight. I don't think anybody expected him to win, but you at least expected it to be competitive and a competitive fight. But that was my take on it. Like, it was disappointing, but I hate Amir Khan anyway, so I expect nothing but trash from him anyway. So, what you got, Chips?
I didn't see the fight. It was on purpose.
Shout to you.
I was home.
Shout to us, because I ain't see the shit either.
I was home and I was on Call of Duty and I watched some basketball. I'm sick of boxing, man. I'm just so sick of the bullshit. I can't wait for these networks like DAZN and Premiere to finally get it to where these fights.
Hold on, Chips. Your friends in the backyard drowning you out, son.
Oh, I was about to ask.
Mad wildlife in the background, son.
You gotta lock your door.
Word, Mad Jason and shit. Yo, Chips live in Crystal Lake. I'm convinced.
Definitely living.
Yo, the motherfuckers be loud. Son. Me and Risa being here Googling the sounds to see what kind of animal it is. It's crazy. But I can't wait for these I don't know what they even call them, the zones and the premieres to finally get to what they say they want to do and start making these fighters fight each other. These promoters make me sick. And as much as I hate to give Golden Boy credit, when their fighters get to a certain level, they try to make the big fights. Like this weekend, you got Canelo fighting, what's his name? What's his name?
Oh, Jacobs?
Yeah, Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs.
Should be a very good fight. You know what I mean? A fight that people want to see. It should be a contested fight. But then you on the other side, you got like them dudes, Bob Arum and them, man. Like they try to use these fighters as leverage and whatever, and the fights don't happen. I think I posted in the chat the other week where I seen something where Crawford and Spence was going at it. Like, make that fight. That's the fight we want to see. You know what I mean? And now I just seen something the other day where Crawford's trainer was like, they don't want nobody else outside of Spence. So I hope they get back on that track. But then you got Deontay Wilder. He's on on TV before one of the fights, and he's like, "Oh, I got a special announcement coming up Tuesday. Tune in, a big conference." And then I don't even know the dude you fighting that you bring out on the conference. Nobody care about that. Like, all right, I don't know how much you get paid. Shout out to you, man, but I don't care about that. You're not proving nothing to me by fighting this dude. Joshua is fighting Andy Ruiz Jr. Who? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, boxing got to get it together, man, or they are going to, if they're not already behind MMA, they are going to fall very far behind MMA when it comes to fandom. Like, this is ridiculous. Amir Khan versus Crawford. You know what I mean? Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia Jr. Like, enough, man. Like, once a fighter gets to a certain point in his career, have him fight somebody that's close or equal to that point in his career. Same thing with your boy Lomachenko. All these dudes he fighting. Fight. Put him against Errol Spence or somebody. I don't. That's the fight I want to see.
So Mikey Garcia is on the same level as Errol.
No. As who?
As Errol Spence. If you look at their records and their track record,
I'm not talking
about skill level.
And he's nowhere near Errol Spence. You knew he was going to put up a fight. I give
you that. But if you look at record to record, he was the next best one available.
Listen, record to record, I can tell. All right, and I'm not. It's not like I have anything against Mikey Garcia Jr. He was not ready for Errol Spence, fam. He was not. Lomachenko, your boy, I think he's ready. I don't think he can win, but I think he's ready. But fighters move all the time. And they've been talking about moving up and down. So I don't want to hear the weight class unless you say, unless somebody say I'm not going out my goddamn weight class. Then okay. If you just don't want to move out that weight class, but he ain't been talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence ain't been talking like that. Crawford, this Joshua and even Wilder after the fucking the controversial fight against what's his name?
Steve?
Huh?
No, the white dude.
Yeah. Even against
Fury.
After that fight. Fury. That was a controversial fight. Why run away from the repeat of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree with that.
I'd rather see that. Part 2 of that. Like, come on, man. Like, give us, the fans, the fights we want to see. We got to come on here and talk about goddamn Crawford versus Khan. Really? Nobody want to talk about that. And quite frankly, this session is taking too long. Pooh, you got anything to say about the fight?
No.
Next time.
I ain't say this session taking too long. He took up half the time. Golly.
Yo. Sick of boxing, man. Next, go ahead.
The one thing I want to say or touch on that you brung up, why is everything going to these $9.99 a month segments now? The Zone, everything now as far as pay-per-view goes is going on ESPN Plus. It's no longer like, what's the deal with all of these nickel and dime per month sets now?
That's the price we get. You get what you pay for.
That's the way they're going. They offering these fighters those contracts.
They want
guaranteed money.
They want their streaming services going on. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's where it's going.
New day and age, man.
Pay-per-view dying.
That's the crazy thing, because it used to be only like all big fights, $69.99 Saturday pay-per-view.
Yeah, having a fight.
Now it's like, yo, if you got the membership.
Anybody having a fight party for these bullshit?
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But
I think the pay-per-view network shot themselves in the foot when they started charging $100 and $90. I think they put the nail in the coffin for them when they started doing that.
Good.
Before we move on to the next topic, I want to give a shout out to them Yankees winning them games, bringing themselves up to second, third in the league pretty much right now. Shout, shout, shout. Yes, Pop. Shout out to the Yankees. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
12 or 11 of 13, something like that.
We winning. After we were supposed to be not looking too good. Next topic, Chris. Let's go.
Speaking of winning, did you watch the recent episode of Game of Thrones?
And if you didn't, don't even like nothing. Just get off our podcast, please. I don't even want you here.
Spoiler alert. We are here. This was by far the wildest episode
in TV history.
I know Puda going to disagree. Don't worry, Puda. I'm giving you your credit. Puda will disagree because I know Puda has the other episodes that he feel like this is in competition with. I feel like this one was up there with those, but oh shit. I'm going to let my man Puda start it off, though. How you felt about this recent episode, man?
That shit was crazy. Son.
Talk about it.
Can I get a fire for 1,000? Nah, that shit was crazy, man. That shit, yo, that episode was really everything it was cracked up to be. All the build up. The shit went perfect, man. The visuals was crazy. The struggle was real. It was violent as hell. People were dying. It was from beginning to end. I'm not gonna lie. It took them. I thought they was gonna get right into it. It took them like 15 minutes to get right into the war. They were staring. I ain't gonna lie. They were staring into the damn darkness for mad.
Hey, let me shut up. Hold on. Don't. Let him go.
Word. Don't cut that man off. Let him rock.
They were staring into the darkness a little damn too long, and then the fire chick came and lit the swords on fire, and they ran in there. They got slaughtered, and they looked in the darkness some more. You know what I'm saying? But the episode got crazy, yo. It definitely had that movie feel that I was looking forward to. Dragons got a lot of action. You know what I'm saying? I thought more characters were gonna die, but what was it like? It probably was like 5 or 6 people that died, main people. Daenerys, I don't know why the hell she got off that goddamn dragon.
Got tossed.
You seen all of them damn White Walkers on that dragon?
She got tossed.
No, but why she went down there?
I don't know.
I don't know why she took her ass down there. At first, I thought she saw like Bran by the tree and she was trying to save him, but she went down there and them White Walkers tore that dragon up and he hightailed it the fuck up out of there.
No, she went down there the first time to get free.
Nah, not when the dragon got his ass beat.
Yes, it was. I thought that was the same time.
No, that was. She went down and lit the Dracarys lit the Night King on fire.
Yeah, the Night King. Yeah. There was.
Then, she went down there after Jon Snow and told him to go.
Okay. Yeah, man, and it seems like going forward, all of the episodes are gonna be just as lengthy. So, I thought this war, and I wish it would have been more than one episode, because even though Cersei was the end all be all, I feel like majority of the show was everybody anticipated and wanted the Night King more than anybody else. I feel like it should have been at least 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying? That she could have the last 2. It's definitely up there with the best episode of Game of Thrones. I gotta really think about that because the first war at the wall was like one of my favorites. The first one. And the Battle of the Bastards. That shit was crazy, man. I really love that episode. So I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens from here. It looks like they're gonna get right into it, right into the next war. Cersei is on her way, and them dragons can't fuck around with them ships because a lot of them ships are gonna have them big ass wooden spears on them to shoot. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see. Shouts to Arya too. I'm not gonna lie. She jumped out the window. Flew all the way to the damn tree, jumped over all the White Walkers.
Man. She got bunny.
Jumped over all the White Walkers, the generals that I wanted to see fight and get busy, and she ended up killing this dude. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. The only thing I wish I got a little bit more of was more backstory about the Night King. But Pop said they're supposed to be doing a spinoff and go back in time. So I guess they're gonna go back thousands of years. So, I mean, we're going to see how that goes. But shouts to Game of Thrones. It was a really, really good episode, man. The lights was low. The TV was loud. Phone was on silent. You know what I mean? I gave everybody in the house the sleeping potion so they can't come down here and fuck with me. So, but I'm looking forward to this Sunday's episode, man. And all these dudes in our chats, y'all dudes need to watch this shit at 9 o'clock. And you was on some bullshit because you fucking fell asleep and woke up after. I need to watch the shit. Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Ain't no falling asleep.
Word, son. What are you doing? But yeah, man. I'm gonna let you go, Chips.
Listen, bro. I hear you. And you my man. But this was the greatest episode of all time of any TV show in the history of TV. This shit from beginning to end. And you talking about staring in the darkness, I don't know what the fuck the directors wanted to do or accomplish, but that shit worked for me because I did not know anxiety or what that shit felt like until last night when I ain't see what the fuck was in that darkness and what the fuck they was looking at or what they were looking for.
What you heard was noise.
All I heard was noise. I knew something was coming, and I didn't know what it looked like. I done saw White Walkers before, but my heart was beating the whole fucking episode. I almost had 2 heart attacks. Everything that I was like, well, where's the giant? And then the giant come. And he grabbed that little bitch. But she went out like a G and stabbed that motherfucker in his eye. From the dragons fighting each other. The dragons flying in that damn storm. And then the other one came out of nowhere, the night dragon. And Lisa damn near jumped off the fucking couch, got scared when that happened. That fucking episode was so fucking fire. And the way they put everything together was fucking amazing. I was on a high till about 2 o'clock. That's when I finally came down and was like, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Matter of fact, when my girl fucking Arya
For those that don't know, this dude is the only dude that puts voice notes in the chat, and we hate them shits.
That was live actions, my man. And you know what's crazy? I got to work today, and I'm talking to different people about it, and I didn't even put it together that the fucking fire lady, the red woman, told Arya to go kill a goddamn Night King.
Oh my God!
I put that together. When she said the shit, I'm telling you, this is just me. Don't get on me. I'm just being honest. I'm being real. I was into it, and it was too much. It was overload, so I missed it.
I'll give you a pass. I'll give you a pass.
A while to get there.
This time.
When she said You killed motherfuckers with brown eyes, black eyes, and you got to kill motherfuckers with blue eyes. She was killing blue eyes what night? She was getting busy. So I'm just like, oh yeah, she definitely killing these niggas with the blue eyes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I said it. But and then that's why when the shit happened, I really was in shock. Cause she came from the third rafter, and you know them dudes like Dude Perfect with the basketballs from that far away. She did that shit, and then when she did the MJ switch with the blade, oh, that shit was so fire.
Night King just swore one time, son.
Shout out to Theon Greyjoy. All right, my man redeemed himself. Got busy.
What's wrong with your face?
He ain't getting no damn busy.
Yo, he don't want to give nobody credit, son.
He shot 5 bow and arrows and ran to suicide.
No. Because he was getting busy with the spear after the bow and arrows too. So he was feeling mad of him.
Fuck out of here. All that bullshit he did. Motherfucker jumped off. He jumped off the boat and left his sister to die.
No fan.
He was a broken man at that point, son.
He redeemed himself. Even my man Brand told him, "You are a good man." Gave him his respect, and he went out
that's all.
Like a G.
No doubt with dignity.
Went out like a G. The one thing that I was two things that I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Sam, that motherfucker was pissing me off, crying the whole goddamn episode. He was mad.
What did you expect from him, though?
Hold on. Did he or did he not beg to be in the fight and not wait in the crib?
He did. That's why it was pissing me off. I said, son, at some point, your survival instinct got to kick in. And I felt, what the fuck was that? Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Close that curtain, son. Close that curtain, son.
Hold on.
You didn't close the zoo animals in? What's going on?
Lock the door. Y'all probably don't even lock doors out there. Lock your door.
Oh, that's Keyshawn. See with the door. I knew I see the light. That's Keyshawn. I knew I see the light. My bad. Sorry for the interruption.
Yo, he thought it was White Walkers outside.
But
That's just stupid.
Yeah, I like he crying the whole episode, and shout out to John, cause John walked past that motherfucker and looked back twice. Like, yeah, I said, John, if you go and help that motherfucker right now, I'm gonna put you right here. my man John looked at him and said, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro.
You gotta hold your own, player.
I got things to do. So John kept pushing, left that motherfucker laying there, and shout out to him for doing that shit. The other motherfucker who was getting on my goddamn is Brand. When he fucking turned into the Crow, said he was gonna look for the goddamn Night King. All right, motherfucker, you found him. It's a lot of other shit going on.
Is that what he wanted to do though?
He didn't say that. He said, "Yo, I'm out." Pretty much, he said,
"I'll be back."
But
he said, "I'll be back."
What did he go do though?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
It looked like he was going to find where the Night King was.
There might be an explanation in next.
Yeah, I'm about to say it might be something else because he didn't say he was going to look for the Night King. He just said, "I'll be back."
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Well, listen, bro. I was like, all right, motherfucker, snap out of it. And they here. We know
what's he
gonna do. Roll away?
When he snap out of it, what he gonna do? What he gonna do?
I don't know.
Dude, stop laughing.
No, but serious, real talk. What is he gonna do? He might as well stay the Crows and let the Crows try to pluck their eyes out or something.
I don't know. He's a Crow. He got to have some kind of mystical power or something.
He do got mystical power. Sit his ass and what do you call it? Wog? The Night King is a wog too. The Night King is a wog too.
Let me not take up all the time. It's a lot to unpack in that episode. Listen, that, like I said, greatest episode ever on TV. The directors and the whole staff, they did an amazing job, yo. Shout out to the Unsullied too. That protecting the retreat, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. So yeah, man, I'm on cloud nine with that show right now. PH.
The start of that fight was what made me laugh, man. She got him hyped. Swords on fire. Everybody looking, getting the popping. Go into the darkness with the swords. Them swords went out immediately. And then on the run back, they wasn't even saying nothing. They was just looking at him like, yo, they are real. Back up. We don't want no parts. Jorah on the horse just looking at, what was he looking at?
He kept pushing.
That's what I'm saying. He looked over the Grey Worm and was just like, I'm going to the back. I'm going to chill for a second. Because back there in that darkness, I want no parts. But then he came back out, came and saved Daenerys, you know, shouts to him, even though he did die. But he, you know,
I said he went out like a G.
Yeah, he went out like a G. You know, he was cool. He was cool. The one thing I was like maybe I missed it. I don't remember the old dude name that wanted to kill a red woman. Did you see him kill anybody or swing his sword at?
Oh, he just wanted to.
Yo, all he had was him trying to kill that red woman. That was it. He was like, I guess he was like watching her because wherever she was, he was right there behind her, son. Because at the end, when she started walking off, he's like, oh, no, bitch. Where the fuck you think you going?
He wasn't out there to fight. I think he was there to wave the fire to alert Dany.
That's the one thing.
Remember,
that's it?
Yeah, because remember, Tyrion wanted to do it with him, and she was like, no, I believe he can do it by himself. I need you down in the tomb. That's all his job was.
I didn't even speak about that. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, word. I was about to talk about that. When the Night King when Jon was chasing down the Night King turned around to see him, and then he pulled out the cheat code, lift his arms up, and get everybody else to get more of an army up. I was like, what kind of cheating shit is this? What is going on?
At that point, I was like, all right, Cersei's about to come in and help him because there's nothing they can do.
Yo, word, son. Yo, y'all just got rid of all of these fucking White Walkers, and then he just creates more. Then the Crypt people wakes up, all them people in the tombs, now y'all think y'all down there hiding. Guess again, motherfucker, because y'all dying.
Ned came right out like, y'all in my house.
Word. Sansa and Tyrion hiding, having a little moment. Man, Tyrion, you ain't getting none of them buns. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna happen for you still.
Tyrion gonna take that down, son.
Nah. Only person I want to see, I want my man Tormund to get the big chick, son. That's it. That's it. I'm rooting for my man. Been shooting his shot forever. He got to get that, son. He got to get that. Which means Jamie got to die because I think she got a little thing for him. So Jamie got to get killed. So my man Tormund can get the buns, B. That's it. That has to happen. I don't care what else happened in the damn show. All right. Do we still have 2 dragons or 1? What happened to the other one?
Still got 2.
Okay, cool. Because I know I thought I saw both of them, but then I was like, no, maybe that wasn't.
Well, we didn't see them, but we know they both alive. We only saw Dracarys.
No, Dracarys means fire. That's what that was.
Ain't that the dragon name, though?
No.
I think that's his name. She calls his name.
That's the dragon name, I believe.
I think that's the
dragon name. I thought that Dracarys meant fire.
She calls him by his name when she wants him to blow the fire.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
That's Dracarys, and the other 2 is named after her brothers.
Yep.
Yeah, I know one was Drogon. I can't remember the other one name, but I'm still like in awe of that. That was like a movie watching last night, man.
All of the war episodes are like movies to me. All of them.
Yeah, definitely was. But just like last night, I don't know. I guess because of this being the last season and all of the build up to all of these episodes, we had to wait seemed like 7 years for this season to come out. And the build up was just amazing, man. And just shouts to them, man. Yo, HBO did it again. They have hits upon hits upon hits when it comes to their TV shows, man. What you got, Chris? Wait a minute. And that is not the dragon name, like I said. It's fucking Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserion. Dracarys means fire, fams. Like
right,
I said,
you may be right, but I know that motherfucker had Dracarys. Let's go.
That's
what I know, man.
Well, shut your mouth and shut your mouth. Go ahead, Chris.
He said it. Chris said it too. Give one more. Shut your mouth.
Yo, we apologize, man.
Shut your mouth too.
So
now, go ahead, Chris.
I feel like that episode.
Yo, I hate this motherfucker. Go. Go.
Yo, somebody not gonna make it back. I'm just waiting to see who. But yo, that shit was fucking crazy, dog. One, fuck them for whoever drew up that plan for fucking the Dothraki to run into the dark. That's the stupidest shit I ever saw in my life. Yeah, she lit their swords on fire. Let them motherfuckers sit right there. Let them come to you. You're gonna send them motherfuckers out there just to get, son, when I say it was like, okay, a couple fires still lit. Ooh, more going out. Oh, shit, it's quiet. Damn. They go. I was like, no.
You know what else baffled me too? Yo, why they didn't have dragon glass swords? They had their regular Dothraki swords.
Son, it didn't make a difference.
I mean, it would have made a difference.
It didn't make a difference, son. It was like
fire kill them too.
Son, it's like they ran into a wave.
Obviously not, Chips. Okay.
Nah, he was outnumbered, man.
Son, it's like they ran into a wave, and it was just like whoosh. Like they just took them out. So I was like, damn, they should have stayed back.
You heard screaming, then you saw the fire, then slowly but surely that shit got dimmer and quieter.
Son, did you see fucking Danny and John face when they saw the flames going? It's like it stopped. They was like, oh shit. You motherfucker serious.
yo, Danny was like, where my dragon? John like, no, the Night King. She was like, yo, my people is out there.
It was like, the undead are here now. Like, fuck. These motherfuckers I originally came with. I lost them first. Like, yo, son, it's like, they got on all them damn boats just to die immediately.
Just to die. First time on the boat, man.
Son. But shout out to Grey Worm, a.k.a. Jerk, man. He was a thug in that episode. He made sure he was making it back to his woman. He said, fuck that.
He had a moment where he was looking kind of questionable, son.
I think he just didn't want to do the drawbridge.
He didn't want to do the drawbridge because he knew he was leaving someone sullied out there.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't want to do that shit. But shout out to the red woman.
Fuck that bitch.
There you go.
Yo, keep going, bro. Keep going.
I wish that, shout out to her. As much as Puda hated, shout out to her.
Facts.
She definitely held it down. She came through in a clutch. I wish she'd have stayed instead of just like rapping herself. Like, I wish she would have, sacrificed herself towards something good or better, like bring motherfuckers back or something. Shit. But
that was her purpose, bro. That was her purpose, and that was the dude with the eye patch. His purpose was to protect Arya.
Protect Arya, yeah.
He held it down, boy.
Yo.
His 55th time dying.
Yo, he definitely held it down. Fuck the Hound, even though I feel like he's still gonna rap his brother, but fuck him for that shit. Even though I understand why he felt defeated, I'd have been mad tired after the first 3 I killed. I'd have been like,
let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go.
Let me ask you a question. Was his phobia of fire Did that have anything to do with it?
It was fire, man.
No, I feel like it wasn't.
As soon as the trenches got lit up, he ran to the corner.
Son.
I feel like it was straight like, yo, we can't do nothing with them.
Nah, I think it was more the fire.
I didn't ask you that. That's why this is my goal. You already had your goal. Shush.
I don't care.
You already had your turn. So, again, for me, I felt like he was just done. He saw that they weren't stopping, and for him, it was like, yo, it makes no sense to keep fighting these motherfuckers. Which, unfortunately, it didn't until they got to the Night King. It didn't make sense. Like, obviously, you don't want to let them kill you, but without killing the Night King, all he got to do is this, everybody back. So, shit didn't make a difference. Danny was definitely dumb as a bitch for landing the dragon and leaving the dragon on the ground. And obviously, she wasn't ready to fight. All the motherfuckers she done been around that have fought and won battles, you gotta learn something, like nunchuck a motherfucker or something. I don't know. But she need to do better. I'm throwing this out there now. When they do come back with the backstory, the Night King is Dothraki. He's fucking Rhaegar. I don't care. That's why he gave Jon that look. When he turned around and looked at him before he raised the niggas up, that's Jon Pops. I don't care.
The Night King is Jon Snow's pops?
Yep, Night King Rhaegar. Not Dothraki. I mean, he's Targaryen. He's Targaryen, not Dothraki.
I'll give you the Targaryen thing.
Night King is thousands of years old, son.
Hey, brother. Hey. It's my story, okay? Brand no shit from 1,000 years old, and the shit ties into each other. But just like with the Hodor situation.
They said who his pops was already, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. His pops. That's who I just said. The Night King is Rhaegar. His pops.
So the Night King is 1,000. All right.
This is my shit.
All right. My bad.
That's his theory, fam. Let him rock with his theory.
My bad.
With him being able to withstand the fire and ride the dragon, I feel that's what I feel.
How come you think, how you saw how the Night King looked at Bran when he didn't give him a little sideways look before he pulled the sword out?
He was looking at Bran like, oh, you don't think this is serious?
I don't know. I'm like, does these dudes communicating with telepathy or something? Like, what the fuck was going on? Why he looked at him like that? Like he just figured something out. Like Bran just told him something.
Like,
I don't know.
Nah, so that question you asked yesterday, that is why he won Bran, because if he kills Bran, he kills all past in history and knowledge.
Okay.
So that would tie him to him being able to get the forever darkness or the forever night.
All right.
Rhaegar. You heard it here first, people. Me, I said it. Outside of that, man, the episode just in itself was amazing, man. The production, like I honestly wish it was daytime so you could like actually see the movements and shit more, but the nighttime made the effect better. So the snow all in the air mixed with the fucking ashes and shit and fire in the background.
Give me all of that, cause that shit played a part to my fucking anxiety, and I needed it, and I wanted it, and Lord have mercy, did they succeed? Oh,
son, like when they said winter is coming, for real, winter is coming. Like
that shit was a
The
blizzard.
whole cold front came through.
What?
That motherfucker was like, shit, she can't see us. She in the goddamn store.
Yo, they was sitting there shooting them arrows at them wet ass logs. Shit wasn't doing nothing. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna be good. But yeah, man, shit was an amazing episode. I definitely am looking forward. I believe the next final three episodes are all an hour and 20 minutes. I'm looking forward to every fucking second and minute of these next three episodes, man. Like, this is definitely like the end of a legacy and the end of a real G, man. Like,
I think the next episode gonna be a little bit of a downer.
I feel like because they got to build it back up. They got to have to build it back up for the next
like
year.
it's going to be a little bit of a downer.
Nah, I don't think so. It can't be no downer. It's only 3 episodes, fam.
Yeah. It ain't going to match last episode, so...
I'm not saying
it's not going to be as intense. Yeah.
No, it's not. I give you that. But I think it's still going to be a wild episode.
I don't know if it's going to be wild. I think it's going to be more of a... They're going to have to re-tie things together and lead you into the final 2 episodes. That's what.
Because they're going to have to regroup. They're going to have to talk about how many actual men they got left and all of that shit, because they're going to want to take the heat to Cersei. The only other thing I hope that they do in this next episode is, like Puda said, address the Night King, whatchamacallit, backstory. I hope that they address or at least put some closure to it. Even though he died, unfortunately, he ain't really like scrap, but hopefully they address some of that backstory and put some closure on that part of it to where we at least know more of who the Night King is and all of that shit, or was and all of that shit. Because I think that's needed for us to be able to say, like, put the whole show full circle, because everything going into it was all about the Night King once they realized there is a such thing as White Walkers and shit. So hopefully they put that part into it and, give us some closure there. Obviously, they can't go back-to-back wars. It just won't happen. But I don't know. I'm ready for it. I don't want it to end, but fuck it. All good things got to come to an end. But
just like this episode. Segue.
Yo, shout out to my man Tony Provolone watching this shit and then going to see Avengers.
Yeah, I don't know how
before he did that, he went out to dinner first.
Son.
Then he went to see. Then he watched Game of Thrones. Then a 3-hour movie.
Son, there's no way I'd be able to do that, son. Like, heart through the roof the entire, like, no. I know he ain't go to sleep when he got home, so.
3:57, Jesus Christ.
But yo, another episode in the books, man. Appreciate you fellas. Episode 29. PH, man, I ain't say this before, man, but I appreciate you with that draft episode, man. We did a lot that episode, and that shit, that next day I was hurting at work, dog. I can't even front.
I'm gonna just click this shit on. I'm gonna just leave it there, son.
It was just never ending, son. It was never ending. Shouts to all of them people that be doing them draft analysis and all of that. Man, y'all get utmost respect. Cause man, listen, I'm not doing no mock draft again. I'm not doing no draft again. And these people do this every year, like 9, 10, 15, 30 times. No. Fuck y'all. I couldn't even do it if I got paid for it.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned in during the draft special. We appreciate you guys and your support. The questions that we did get and that we were able to address and throw out there. Shout out to everybody tuning into tonight's episode. As always, like, share, comment. Obviously we return the favor. We we definitely respond to comments. Chips be ready for you. So definitely put your comments in there and let us know what you think, man. We appreciate the love. Go to our our social media sites, Instagram, MizFitz Sport Radio, Facebook group, MizFitz Sports Radio, as well as our Twitter handle, man. All of that will be on the show during the credits and on here. But again, we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, MizFitz out, man.
We out, baby.